Good morning, class. Today in the sequence we will study about preparation of colloids. Students, earlier we have discussed about what are colloids, their classification. First classification was based on their physical state of dispersion medium and dispersion phase. Then we have studied the classification based on size of particle. So on these basis we understood that how many types of colloids are there, depending on their size, depending on their states. That may be salts, that may be emulsion. So now we will just prepare them. So today's topic is the preparation of colloids. So students, let's start. You can see here the heading, that is preparation of colloids. Let me change the color here, preparation of colloids. So for this, students, they are formed by various methods. Some among them are given below. Actually there are so many methods. There are chemical methods like reduction, oxidation. There are physical methods like supercooling or condensing vapors. But in your textbook there are three methods which we have to study basically, which are important for exam point of view also. So these are the very first, you can look here, the chemical method. The second one is by electrical disintegration, that is Braddock's arc method. And the third one is by peptidation. Here you can see the very first, that is chemical method. In this you can do oxidation, reduction, or simple hydrolysis can be done, or double decomposition can be done. So these are some chemical methods through which we can obtain our colloids. And there are some more methods like peptidation and like Braddock's arc method. So let us discuss all very clearly. So let's begin with the very first, that is chemical method. In this method, students, what happen? Following methods can be done. Likewise, double decomposition, oxidation, reduction, or hydrolysis. So what happens here? Some insoluble products are obtained. Okay. So let us start with the very first among chemical method, that is double decomposition method. What happens here? It is simply employed for preparing sulfide salt. That is, when we have to prepare a sulfide salt, you should get my point, that when we have to prepare a sulfide salt, okay, for this we should perform the double decomposition method. Okay, what happened here basically, when H2S gas is passed in cold and diluted solution of certain metallic salt. Okay, simply see here, this is a metallic salt, that is HgCN ka whole twice. Okay, mercuric cyanide. So when we pass H2S to it, and the solution should be cold and diluted. Okay, then what happens? We get the metal sulfide, or we can say that we get our colloid. Okay, this metal sulfide you can see here is the colloid. And which type of colloid it is? It is a colloid of sulfur. So our very first method is double decomposition method, where what we have to do, we just, whenever we want a sulfide salt, okay, then we simply pass H2S gas to metallic salt, and then they result in formation of metal sulfide. Okay, now students, let's talk about the very second process in this, that is chemical method, that is hydrolysis. What happens in hydrolysis? Here the salts of oxides and hydroxides of heavy metal. Here what we take heavy metals, and for that they are just prepared easily. Okay, you can see here, students, how we can prepare through hydrolysis. Suppose we have taken aqueous solution of FeCl3, about 30 to 30% of solution. Okay, and it is added to boiling hot water slowly. What happens? Suppose there is a boiling water. Okay, here we have taken water in a beaker, and what we have to do, just we have to add FeCl3 solution into it. Okay, this may be 30 to 30% of aqueous solution. So when we are adding what, let me change the color, when we are adding this FeCl3 solution, okay, what happens? After some time, the sol of FeOH is obtained. Here you can get on the surface we will get sol of FeOH ka whole thrice, that is ferric hydroxide. Okay, so this is about the hydrolysis process. Now let's talk about the very third process in chemical method, that is oxidation. What happen in oxidation? You generally know substance is oxidized. So here also salts of non-metal are prepared by oxidation. Whenever we have to prepare the salts of non-metal, just focus here, whenever we have to prepare salts of non-metal, we should perform oxidation. Whenever we have to get sulfide salt, then we should do double decomposition. So here in this method, that is oxidation, simply what you do, you can see here the sulfur salt, sulfur, that is a non-metal, is obtained. Okay, now students, let's talk about the very fourth, that is reduction. What happens here? If we want to get salts of metals, okay, so salts of some metal can be prepared by reduction. And what happens here? The aqueous solution of metals is reacted with non-electrolyte. We have to basically know some non-electrolytes, that may be NH2 or carbon monoxide. So we have to simply react them with solution of metal. So suppose here you can see AuCl3, it is a solution of metal, and we have to react with it with non-electrolyte, and NH2 is a non-electrolyte. You can also understood this as N2H4. Here you can see 2 molecule of N and 4 molecule of H. So what happens when they basically react together? They form the gold sol. Okay, gold, that is a metal. So this is about reduction process. So students, this is about chemical methods, that is double decomposition, that may be hydrolysis, that may be oxidation, that may be reduction. But now let's talk about the very second, that is Braddock's arc method. Okay, it is also known as electrical dispersion method or electrical disintegration method, because here electricity is used. So what happened basically here? Before coming to this, just recall a question. In your exam they ask a question, what is purple of Cassius? So for this, purple of Cassius is nothing, it is simply a gold sol. Okay, so here you can see what happens. We have to just react auric chloride. Here AuCl3 is auric chloride. We have to react with its stannous chloride, that is SnCl2, and after reacting it with stannous chloride, we get a violet colored gold sol. You can see this Au, it is a violet colored gold sol. This violet colored gold sol is called as purple of Cassius. Now students, let's talk about our main point, that is Braddock's arc method. You can see this figure. This is the figure of Braddock's arc method. Students, this method is simply this method is simply mixture of two processes. Here what happens, there occurs dispersion as well as condensation. Firstly dispersion will be seen and then following with the condensation process. So to understood this, just look here, we are taking a tumbler, okay, and surrounding it with ice. Why we are surrounding it with ice? As we have said, we need a dispersion medium. So suppose our dispersion medium is water, this is water, okay, our dispersion medium is water, and what we have to do, we have to add some base to this water. It may be 4 to 5 drops. That base may be KOH or NaOH. So we have put some base in it. Then what happens, we have to just keep 2 electrodes here. The electrodes will be of that metal. This electrodes, you can see here, these are the 2 electrodes. So electrode will be of that metal, whose metal we want, okay, the colloids of that metal we want. Suppose we want to get colloid of gold, so we should put here the gold electrode. Okay, so here you can see we have just put the electrodes and keep the dispersion medium, suppose dispersion medium is water, and put some amount of base in it and just surrounded it with ice. Here you can see in this tumbler, these are ice. Why we keep this here? To make the solution cool, okay, to make the solution cool. Now students, when we apply electricity to this, okay, or on applying high voltage electric current, then arc is produced. You can see here, this here you are seeing, when we apply high voltage, then arc is produced, okay, between the electrodes. So as a result, because of this arc that is produced, electrode just vaporizes, and which then condenses. After that it condenses. So immediately in the liquid solution, to give the colloidal solve, what happens, it just then condense and we get the colloidal solve. You can see here, then in the solution we will get the colloidal solve. Okay, you can assume it as colloidal solve. So this is about the Braddock's arc method. Similar, you have to only remember that this method follows with two steps, that is dispersion and condensation. Both the processes take place. Okay, now students, let us talk about the very third process, that is peptidization. So it is simply the process of bringing a fresh prepared precipitate into colloidal state. We are doing nothing. We are taking a simply freshly prepared precipitate, and that will be converted into colloidal state by applying some medium, that is by addition of an electrolyte. Okay, it is known as peptidization. And student, the substance added for peptidization is termed as peptidizing agent. What we do, simply suppose there is a precipitate. Okay, this is precipitate. This precipitate is of FeOH का whole thrice. Okay, this precipitate is of what? FeOH का whole thrice. Now what happens? We apply an electrolyte over it. Okay, that is FeCl3. FeCl3. Then what happens? Adsorption takes place. What is adsorption? You know, a dispersion medium and dispersion phase is there, and substance just absorb on the surface. Okay, so here you can see these are FeOH molecule, precipitate of FeOH particles, and now over this the Fe3 plus just adsorb on the surface of FeOH. This is called as adsorption, and by this process the peptidization take place. And what is peptidization? It is simply the conversion of freshly prepared precipitate into colloidal state. If you are not getting it, you can see this diagram also. Here you can see this is the precipitate of FeOH ka whole thrice, and when we added electrolyte to it, that is FeCl3, adsorption of Fe3 plus take place. How? On the surface of FeOH ka whole thrice, you see here adsorbed Fe3 plus is just attached. So this is all about today's lecture, that is preparation of colloids. Students, let's recall what we have studied. We have just studied about preparation of colloids. In this, we get to know about some methods like chemical method, like electrical disintegration method, and like peptidization. In chemical method, it is having many methods like double decomposition, like hydrolysis, like oxidation, like reduction. You can see in oxidation, whenever you want to get non-metals colloids, then we perform oxidation. Whenever we want metallic colloid, then we perform reduction. Then we have studied about Braddock's arc method, in which the two processes take place, that is dispersion and condensation. Here we put two electrodes of that metal, which metals colloid we want, and just pass high voltage to it, then we get the colloid particle. Okay, now we have also studied about peptidization. Here is also the simple process where the freshly prepared precipitate is just converted into colloid by simply addition of any electrolyte. Here you can see the FeCl3, that is a electrolyte. So students, this is all about today's lecture. Thank you.